I'm connected to it. You want me to connect it to your phone?
YAHAWASHI.
Let me get it off.
The 20, no,
19.
Okay.
It should connect to your phone. Small.
Sound cool, right?
Yeah.
So if I hear this sound, all right. That was just test sound. That's all it is. Bullshit playing in the background. Okay.
So you ready to go on this game?
So we live. Hold on, just give me a chance. Just trying to get everything in order.
Y'all,
So we
anybody?
get those videos. I ain't got those videos yet.
Okay, well.
All right. So anyway, there was videos that went to the bishop's room. Come on, bishops, get on.
I got the video.
I sent 3 videos to the bishop's room. Send them to me. YAHAWASHI, somebody. All right, shalom, shalom. We are the men of the Great Millstone, the branch in Chicago, and first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders. Salutations to all our fellow laborers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Now more so than ever, the would-be judges, the tabernacle of David, who are to rule here on earth over all the other 17 nations. All right, under the authority of who the world fraudulently and falsely called JC. All right, the 144,000 who are to be the judges over all mankind under the authority of the Lord forever. The kingdom of heaven on earth as it is in heaven. That's what that Lord's Prayer is talking about. Right? And to the rest of the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathen nations that have the appearance of the heathen nations. This isn't a color thing, a black thing. This is an Israelite thing. The Edomites are the ones that push that lie and try to say black, Hebrew Israelites, to try to throw off from the truth. Because you've been conditioned on that word black negatively. All right? And to the few wakwaf that are listening and learning to you, we say shalom. And we just going to come right with the receipts, right with the evidence. Saturday, while we were on live, Homeland Security was caught putting up fraudulent information about Jacob, about Jakes. You had a group of young men, Israelite men, that they would call Negroes or blacks, that made a very patriotic, which was stupid of them, but they made a very patriotic stand for America against one of America's enemies, which is Iran. And what Homeland Security did was took that very same video and put a whole different message on it of those same young men threatening to go after ICE agents to get cartel money. So they're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. They're demonizing the brown people. They're demonizing both the northern and the southern kingdom, man. All right? Can I get Proverbs 19:5 and then verse 9, YAHAWASHI?
Got it. This is Proverbs chapter 19, verse 5.
You sent it to me yet?
It says, a false witness shall not be
You sent it to that phone.
punished.
This phone.
I got you, Saquon.
What's the 925?
Kind.
So, Proverbs 19 and 5. It says, a false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall not escape. And then you said jump down to
3 of them, right?
The ones that came from me, brother. You can see the ones that came from me.
I got it.
Go ahead, beloved.
yeah,
Salaki.
jump down to oh, you want me to hit 5 again?
No, Salaki. Just read them both again.
Okay. Proverbs 19 and 5. It says, a false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall not escape.
Cause see, you're trying to set snares and traps for the Israelites, and you have to understand that we're in a time it's not going to work.
Right.
All right.
Those are the right ones, Elder.
Um.
God sent the ones with
Though that's them.
Okay.
The water.
Okay.
But yes, it's not gonna work. The internet, and then it's the time frame that we're in, because when you lay your hands on us this time, the Lord's gonna lift up a standard. And even before that standard is lifted up, Esau Edom is being exposed. All right, it's just like the world knows at this point that the little hats over there in the righteous place are not the people. The world knows it. Americans know it. Even other little hats know it. All right. So it's basically to continue the charade. It's just at this point it's ridiculous, as they do with everything else. All right. Well, go ahead, brother. Verse 9.
Yep. So jumping down to verse 9, Proverbs 19 and 9. It says, a false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish.
Yeah, so the Lord is getting ready to wipe you Edomites out, man. All right. And see, 2/3 of our people are already marked for death. And at this point, not all Israel is Israel. The 2/3 and them very YNs that you lied upon, the majority of them are of the 2/3 and they're already marked for death. All right. So all we're concerned is with the elect. See, the Lord has something called the elect. And the elect are not to be touched. And the moment you put your hands on the elect, you're gonna have some problems. All right, you're gonna have some major problems. What's the scripture? My very elect.
Right.
Somebody grab it real quick. You can't touch the apple of the Lord's eye, man.
I got one while he's getting
Go
it.
ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah 64. I'm gonna start at 5. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish their diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So, like you said, they go mess around. And when they try to push this last time around, that same technology that he gave them, he go raise up a standard, and that same technology that he gave them, he's gonna use to destroy them with.
What he said the same one who said, he said a snare in the trap, he should be called in.
Called in.
And the Most High is a man of war. He set your dumb ass up.
Yeah, but they don't.
And he made you make all these missiles. You lied with people, you stole people's heritage, just for the Most High to fuck you up.
This is
He's a dummy.
Yep. This is Proverbs 24 and 24. It says, for there shall arise false messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Right, and that imagery of those YNs, which is which will be the thumbnail of this very video, is evidence of that. And then we know that they've been doing this sort of thing all along. And this is what we're constantly accusing them of. And because our accusations are true. Their accusations are false.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right. And this is the sort of thing that when I had that battle with AI the other day, they're trying to deny. And then here you go with your authorities, the very ones that programmed AI, caught lying on the people. So what do you think they're going to do with the AI?
exactly.
All right. This is a story from Newsbreak. Okay. Because you can see that they're really trying to incite and create this separation and the whole left versus right, red versus blue, and pretty much what people have not thought about is that the Civil War has it started already. It's soft right now.
Yeah.
The ICE is evidence of that because ICE is mostly from red states.
Yeah.
So they send in red states, these mostly Edomites. All right, ICE is about 90% Edomites, racist white men covering their faces, going into cities where so-called black and brown people are grabbing them, beating them up, snatching them up, breaking up their families. And there's been phisical altercation, and there's been a lot of reported rapes too. They snatching up all these Latino women, all right, and they think they're going to get put in the some ICE encampment, and they get bent over the back seat,
Bent over, right?
they're out in the forest preserve somewhere, all right, and so right here. And then you can't tell me this isn't propaganda because people look, well, Don Lemon's telling the truth. But Don Lemon came on TV and said Don Lemon tells black and brown citizens to carry guns in case ICE shows up. What is they're inciting? Okay, this is he said it. I'm gonna play a little bit of the clip, and we'll read some of the article here. But let me read some of the article first. It says ex-CNN host Don Lemon, because you remember when he came on, somebody found that video and sent it to me. Oh, it's about 2 years old when he said the problem in America is white males. That is something
I
wrong.
remember that one.
All right. And according to the numbers and statistics, it is. But the Trump administration, Homeland Security, and ICE can't seem to get that problem. I mean, can't seem to understand that. The majority, Capo brought out statistics yesterday. The majority of the violent crimes are actually being done by white males, but somehow, you know, they're making us the face of it. But it says ex-CNN host Don Lemon suggests black and brown Americans of all stripes should legally arm themselves in case of immigration and custom enforcement agents show up at their doors. Lemon made the comment Tuesday on the left hook with Wajahat Ali, clarifying that he was not condoning or promoting violence, but he was tired of the niceties, while ICE agents were rounding up people up off the street without due process and sending them off to the gulag, which to a certain extent is true, because they're violating the civil rights of people. But why do you think they cover their faces? Because they're on the wrong side of history here. They're on the wrong side of the law. What they're doing is they're following totalitarian orders that are actually against the law of the land. They're committing treason. All right, and it's causing a division. You had the admiral of the South American Command, relinquished his, and he's highly decorated, highly respected. Said he didn't want to have a part of basically
bullshit.
Yeah, of breaking the law and being and having his soldiers being told to break laws when soldiers are actually supposed to uphold the Constitution and come against anyone. What really should be happening is that soldiers should already have come to get the Trump administration. They should all. That's what the soldiers should have done. All the Marines stationed at the White House should have already apprehended everybody and handed them over to whatever they need to do to reestablish, or just saying, according to the law of the land and what's the word that I'm looking for? The pledge that they all pledge.
Constitution?
No. The oath that they all take. All right? Law enforcement, military, firemen, they all take that same oath. All right? Yeah, there you go, brother. What is it called?
Hippocratical oath.
The Hippocratical oath. And what you're supposed to do is uphold the Constitution of both enemies, both foreign and domestic. And you got a president, a secretary of war, and a whole House cabinet that are actually going against the law of the land. Straightforward, and they're doing it in a very racist and hateful manner. Blatantly racist and hateful manner. And now they get caught because all those images were on Homeland Security. All right? So now...
Oh,
every week, bro.
I know, man.
So now, made me lose my chain of thought, man.
It was trash.
So, probably gonna blast some trash on top of that.
Right.
And Pop's usually be on point with his music.
What's going on?
He must have been having a moment. But these people of this cult very blatantly being hateful and racist. All right, toward a certain demographic of them here in America. That's what they just got caught doing, man. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this video.
But it's very spiritual though, because it's showing you that hey, this man is literally Nero. How the whole setup, the Lord set this man up, the red states to fucking try to take back, to try to show they showing their colors, their horns, they being exposed.
Yeah, especially how DJ to the Trump, he like how he blamed Jake in the past. What was it for burning down Rome or something like that? Like, yeah. And then had Jake expelled. The same thing. He's doing that wag the dog thing where he's blaming Jake, but really none of this shit is going on.
Yeah, yeah, it's a whole wag the dog scenario. Exactly.
Yeah.
With the fault that Chicago is a battleground, Portland is a battleground, and they got caught using images from South America and saying that was Portland. All right, there weren't no riots and no craziness going on there. And then so these people just outright liars. But let me play some of this.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
I looked it up real quick. It's the Hippocratic oath.
Unconnected, disconnected.
Yeah, it unconnected. Go ahead, brother.
Just to clarify, it was the Hippocratic oath, not the Hippocratic.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's connected again. So here we go.
Whether you're an Indian American, if you believe in the Second Amendment, if you believe in the Constitution, black people, brown people of all stripes, whether you're an Indian American or a Mexican American or whoever you are, go out in your place where you live and get a gun legally, get a license to carry legally. Because when you have people knocking on your door and taking you away without due process as a citizen, isn't that what the Second Amendment was written for?
So yeah, so I believe that Don Lemon is just being used as an agent.
Yeah.
I don't, but he did speak a level of truth in his statements. All right, it's funny how, they always talking about this rah-rah America and rah-rah law, but now you're taking away due process and taking away people's freedom of speech. You need your speech to defend yourself. You need your due process to defend yourself. But it seems like the only people in the world that has the right to defend themselves, is the Israelis.
Right.
Nobody else on the planet has the right to defend themselves. Okay, so it seems.
Right.
You might want
Right?
to read this.
Because if you read something,
Because I want to be sure that we're correct. So
all right, this is the oath taken by military personnel that's called the Oath of Enlistment. All right, but it does have a name, but that's okay. It says it is a formal pledge made by all members of the U.S. Armed Forces upon entering service to support and defend the U.S. Constitution. But I'm pretty sure law enforcement are.
they all take it.
They all take it. It's
They
the
all
same,
take it.
yeah.
Same one.
But
I
yeah,
think police call it, it's like the blue code or something like that, right?
no, every peace officer and every military person's job is to defend the Constitution. They're defending the law.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And the Black's Law Dictionary of the Law of the Land, it tells you that the law of the land is the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. All right, that's what it says in their own book. And now you have a sitting, Nero 47 in his cabinet that are completely
Shitting on it.
that are pretty pissing, shitting on it, spitting on it, and everything else.
Right.
All right, that's what they're doing.
And that's why you got these generals retiring
The
and leaving.
generals and admirals saying, no. So that the split is coming. And then you got a former CNN reporter basically calling for civil war.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody get second Ezra's, Baba Kashai, because this shit about to crack, man.
Yeah, because why else would you tell people to do that?
Did anybody find that?
Cause excitement in people.
Right.
Did anybody find that article?
Is
With
it
Don Lemon.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let me
It says in 2018 segment on CNN, Don Lemon stated that the biggest terror threat in the United States is white men. Based on data about attacks within the U.S., he reiterated and expanded on this viewpoint in his podcast in October of 2025, claiming that white men radicalized to the right pose the greatest threat. So I mean, even though he's telling the truth, it's just like it's the audacity of you. First of all, you're a Mo, and the nigga that's busting your cheeks up is a white man.
Damn.
Wow.
So it's like,
He's putting that threatening seed all in your cheeks.
fuck, man.
That shit.
So
That
like,
shit sick.
yeah, it's real sick, but he's telling the truth. So even a broken clock is right twice a day.
So there you go. But here I'm gonna play before you read that.
That shit that.
Then we're gonna read that because that's what you best believe that what he just said is gonna be connected back to this.
No, sir.
All right. Okay. And but here we go. Supermarket shooting, and this and these sort of statistics. All right, these type of statistics are ignored. All right, by the mainstream media, man.
But what he tried to do was barge into a predominantly black church. He failed. And then he picked a secondary target. He's being investigated for hate crimes. Don Lemon, is here right now. We barely had time to cover it because we were distracted by another extremist that was doing bad things in the name of hate.
Yeah, and then now another one, and you have all of them in a row. And we messaged about this a little bit this weekend. I keep trying to point out to people not to demonize any one group or any one ethnicity, but we keep thinking that the biggest terror threat is something else. Some people who are marching, towards the border like it's imminent. And when the last time they did this, a couple hundred people came, and they, most of them did get into the country. Most of them got tuckered out before they even made it to the border. So we have to stop demonizing people and realize the biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized right up to the right. And we have to start doing something about them. There is no travel ban on them. There is no ban on, they have the Muslim ban. There is no white guy ban. So what do we do about that? So, and first of all, let me just say this. Maurice Stollard is the name, and Vicky Jones, and they have been lost in all of this. Two people who were killed on Wednesday that you talked about. They have been lost about this, and I know that people feel that this story has not gotten enough coverage, and we will honor them tonight in our program.
But you see, you have a problem that they don't want to fix.
Right.
That they want to just, because the truth of the matter is, when you look at the numbers and violent attacks from Edomites, and when you look at the number of violent assaults from law enforcement, maybe you shouldn't have any white law enforcement at all. Because I'm just going off what Don Lemon said. When you look at all the videos I see of people being battered by the police, it's rarely any other police except white police.
Right.
I'm just saying that we could pull up video after video, all right, of them pummeling and beating and stomping and hurting and killing and shooting people, and about 99 times out of 100, it's a white male. So the truth of the matter is, white men are not only a problem here in America, they're the problem around the world. Mm-hmm. Look at their history. Look at what they've done and what they continue to do. What you got, brother?
No, I was really gonna. It was a video. I think they were on a bridge, and it was Antifa, and it was nothing but Edomite looking officers, and they were all pummeling them as they were screaming, "Stop resisting," and all that. And these people fighting. You're fighting. You're breaking my arm. All
what they do is they put people under extreme trauma because they're smacking and punching and kicking them, and they have the natural human defense is when you're being pummeled is to ball into a ball. So I'm just supposed to stand there and leave, and while you yanking my arms all behind my back while somebody's punching and kicking me, and just and then scream, you're resisting. This is what they do.
It's your reflexes.
It's right. When someone is smacking you, you turn away, you cover up. You're resisting, and now all of a sudden you're getting beat up by 5 guys.
Right.
All right. You got a bunch of fat donut eating bastards with their knees on your neck, and then you're having a heart attack or a stroke, or going into cardiac arrest.
Yep.
And you just should have, you should have complied. Well, we saw what happened to all those people who were going to the courthouse to do it the right way.
Right.
All the so-called, all these brown people that you were snatching up, going to your court meeting, to your authorized court date to do your paperwork or whatever it is you need to do to become a naturalized citizen, and you getting snatched up by racist white men. The same men who put up this video of some dumbass ninjas trying to make a stance against Iran. Jake, that ain't your fight, man.
Right.
Jake, stay out this shit. Let these Edomites pew each other. Let the left and right. Hey, look, you go your ass out there with them. This is not your country. You are a prisoner here. You are a servant here.
Right.
Nothing more, man. This is not your fight. Let these Edomites kill each other, man. All right? Let them do what because you go out there with them talking about your country, blah, blah, blah. Look, they'll stop fighting each other to all shoot you and then go back to fighting each other. That's exactly what the fuck they're going to do, man.
Exactly.
And your dumb ass is going to get locked up just like they going to get locked up.
Yeah.
And get a heathen reward. They say no hand joining hand.
Yeah.
The wicked should not be unpunished.
Get the scripture, brother.
I gotta
Yes,
prove
sir.
something.
Bring it out.
This
Oh,
Revelation.
Con. We never did bring it out. Hold it. Let's get that second Ezra's now.
So this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
And then this is true. Somebody hold Job. You're gonna go back to what you got, but somebody get that Job. I think it's 18. When they're about to fill.
When you feel they build,
Yeah,
I got
20.
because they're at the end of their enterprise, man. They're getting ready to implement everything that they want. So as soon as they sit down and put that napkin on to eat that greasy meal, that's when it's gonna happen. But go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, and all these things that's going on, the prophecies, these are, and what's going on in the world, these are signs of the times. That's why it says, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time that it is the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. You see? Because everything is fulfilled, right? So you want me to keep on in this?
No, hold it, and then somebody get that Job. You got it. Go ahead, brother, and then you go back to 14.
Okay.
All right,
Start
this
at
is
14.
Okay.
This is Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High Power God shall cast the furies of his wrath upon him.
Right. So when he about to fulfill his ultimate agenda, all right, of a new world order, a one world government where he play God with everyone, see him, all right, with that MOTB. All right, they're just gonna get so far. Right?
Which means that these things that they're doing is going to work.
Yeah.
Because even though we're putting this message out there to show you the fraud that they committed,
right?
People are seeing that and responding to it and mad, and you already got Edomites planning to go snatch and hang some niggas.
Yep. The majority of the earth is gonna take that MOTB.
And that also means that the MOTB is going to come in the midst of this
in real time.
Because people, literally the battlefield America. That's literally what it's about to be, a free-for-all, a royal rumble. It's going to be a racist, political, alphabet haters, alphabet lovers. It's going to be a harmonious chaos. Everybody against everybody.
Yes.
You know,
wars on
what's that game?
fronts.
What's the game the kids play?
Call of Duty.
No. Well, that one, that one, but it's another one. It's real popular. Fortnite. And everybody just run around killing each other.
That's really there.
Exactly.
Some weird
It's
shit.
just some weird shit. Exactly. That's why I said it, because it's weird as hell. Niggas running around like cartoon characters. Niggas running around like they're a frog.
Right.
A frog with a shotgun shooting niggas.
There you go.
So
Batman.
just right. So then everybody against everybody.
Right.
It's gonna be some weird shit, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah 9:19. Through the wrath of Yahweh of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother.
So it's gonna get really bad out here, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
This Joel 20. I'm gonna go up to 22. And the fulfillment of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him, and that wicked is them laborers. They gonna come upon him, they attack him, because they gonna want their so-called rights back and all of that.
Well, not only that, but you know, you're robbing people's pensions and 401ks, and then you sending it all over to the little hats.
Exactly.
While the little hats, they getting pregnant, having babies, while the Americans are not having babies. As a matter of fact, they just what's his name? The Secretary of Health, what's RFK, the new Kennedy dude that's on the scene. He got 7 children, man. And if you seen the dude, Jack, he's still healthy for older guy. Get that fucked up voice. I don't know what happened
Steroids.
to his throat. But the point is that he just came out and said publicly that teenage Americans right now have the testosterone levels of a 65-year-old man. No wonder everybody fucking taking pills and shit. It's fucking trash, man. Damn teenage. Yeah, how the fuck you a teenager
My shit was
with
hard
the
back in the day.
bro? You
Trash
have no
pants,
idea.
trash
He
diet.
older than you, so man, you don't know, bro. Fucking pipes. You talking about a fucking baseball bat?
Wesley Pipes.
Leak and it still stay that way. Yeah, you don't know, bro.
I don't know about you.
Now, no, but it ain't their fault, man. It ain't their fault. Look what he just gave you the facts, man.
Right.
You are destroying men. You're destroying people, man.
Yeah.
When you how you the hell you a teenager with the so that mean it went damn
It's
a
fucked up.
65-year-old man.
Yeah.
And shit, and then a 65-year-old man back in the 60s and
He
70s.
still was getting it in.
Shit, boy.
Yeah.
How your young ass, you know,
That ran the
walking funny.
Right.
You know?
Facts. It was
Hell, man. Hey, look, I remember going to I slept in my grandfather's room when I went to go visit them one time, man. And I remember walking into his bed, and then my aunt told me, I walked in my aunt, and she all, he's like, yeah, his girlfriend younger than me. I ain't gonna call him, I'm supposed to call this bitch mama.
Yes,
you know?
sir.
And, you know, no, so I'm like, you know, I'm going, shit, I don't shit. Go on, grandpa, shit. But, I walk into his room, man, and this nigga got magnums and porn on his website. This nigga damn near 90 years old, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's
Damn.
funny as fuck.
So,
Virility.
but he come, but they came from a time when
Food and
everything was different back in the day, man.
Yeah, they were.
Everything you eat, smell, touch, and now is completely defiled, man. So it's fucking people up.
Yeah, you got plastic in your bloodstream.
Too many Americans, damn near everybody got plastic and metal in their bloodstream.
Yeah.
What do you think happens when you've been drinking from plastic cups for 4 or 5 decades?
Yeah.
All right.
Forever chemicals.
So
You are what you eat.
So they really are destroying. Look, the world is a messed up place, and it ain't gonna ever get better until this man is done. Not him, not just being not police officer, law enforcement anymore. He needs to be nowhere, anywhere, with anything where he has a voice.
Yeah.
He needs to be a worker, and that's it.
That's it. That's
right?
all good.
And then the world will probably be a better place. But let's
Yes.
get back into them scriptures.
I got that for you, Elder.
You want
Joe,
Joe
get
finish?
that.
Yeah, let him finish that,
Okay.
and then
Joel 14.
right, come, and then we'll go back to that. Come.
All right, this is Job 20 and 23 now. When he is about to fulfill his belly, the Most High Power God shall cast the furies of his wrath upon him. It shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
And guess what? That goes into that MOTB. Because guess what? Before the destruction comes, what his mind is, that whole new world order, he gonna chip everybody. That's his plan.
That's going to be a solution to end the chaos.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's why we know the chaos is starting, and it's only going to get worse because that's why people because he got mad resistance and know he's going to get resistance. But after a couple weeks, a couple months of chaos
Of no
and millions of no normality of people getting beat up, raped, killed, murdered, then it killed your dog, killed your wife, killed your brother. You know, you bury people in your own yard. Burying your children, when he gonna come with I can fix it, I can make it better, and the people who normally would have resisted are gonna run for it. All right,
That's it.
Go ahead.
He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and come out of the body. Yea, the glitter.
you know what? You can stop there because that's at the end of it.
That's going at the end of it.
Yeah, so that's right. When it come out of the body, that's talking about the ICBMs coming for his ass.
That's
right.
Right. So you go ahead, brother.
This Job 14 and 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
It's fixed. It's already a done deal, man.
That's it.
You know?
Can't pass it like the waters can't pass the shore.
That's it.
Hey, look, he got fitted for that shit.
Fitted
You ever been fitted for a suit?
That's
Right.
it.
You know,
Tailor made.
You go, right? He been tailor made.
Tailor-made.
He wearing this suit. He gonna put on his best suit and face that fight. Measure his shoulders, measure his crotch, his inseam, his arm inseam.
Yeah.
Get the cufflinks, the right tie, all that.
Yep.
Right? And whatever them niggas was playing on the deck of the Titanic, they're playing for your ass again. Matter of fact, we'll have some good ass scotch to you. Fucking $400 bottle of scotch for your ass. Here you go. Right, enjoy it.
This your last hurrah.
Right, this you get sniff some coke, do some gay shit.
Right.
With all this shit that you like to do, go ahead and do it, man.
That's what
This
it's
is it.
Right, because this is it. All right,
It says
party like it's 1999.
That's it. That's it.
Them demons ain't gonna.
Because you know, because they done effed up the calendar, so 99 they really, you know.
Yeah, we don't know where it's at.
Right.
It say thou has appointed his bounds that he could not pass.
You can't look, man. You know, didn't Gandalf tell you in the movie, you shall not pass, nigga. You ain't coming past, man. You demons can only go so far, man.
Man. And that's confidence in the spirit. Because it said wisdom and knowledge should be a stability in thy times.
So we know.
So knowing these things, even though Esau for the coming great wrath, you believers out there, you gotta understand, Esau gonna lose. He's done.
Yeah.
This is it. Us having this truth is the uprising of his fall.
That's it.
That's
He's
why he said
done.
no problem. That's why that woman said that the problem, you know, we were listening to the video before you brothers came in where the sister was saying, you know what, we don't have an army, we don't have resources, we don't have millions, we don't have why are we the problem?
Right.
She was like, perhaps that the rumors about heritage theft and land theft, perhaps it's true. And he's like, yeah, that's what the problem is. All right, the prophecies, the scriptures, the history, and the relics, which you want to ignore. All right. Jewish scholars wrote that America was Asareth.
That's right.
All right. And so what they tried to do, they did the whole, I often talk about this movie, and some brothers still ain't seen it, but The Count of Monte Cristo.
That's my favorite movie.
That's my favorite movie of all
Juana
time.
put me on that.
It's my favorite movie of all time. I'll put you one on it. So that's my favorite movie. No, not the original one. The second one. The second one.
Came to 2000.
All right. It came. Yeah.
Not the black and white.
The one. No, not the black and white.
Yeah, the one
with Jim Caviezel.
Right.
And the
Guy Pearce.
and the Jake.
Yeah.
The Northern Kingdom Jake was really Judah.
Right.
Right. He's really a Judite. That what's that dude name that played Jacopo?
Oh yeah. The Ephraim, right? I think it was Ephraim.
His father's Judah.
Oh,
His father's Judah. His mother's Ephraim. That dude really, he Judah, man. 30.
Yeah, he was the perfect the right hand man in that movie.
Yeah, but he was my favorite character.
He was, bro. He was just down, bro.
But you gotta, yeah. But the movie was good, man. But the point is that, when he finally figured out when he's in prison, just like we're in prison now. We're in prison. We're free to move around. They haven't locked us in a 10 by 10 cell. Yeah. We're just in a big ass prison. We can only go so far, and we can only do so much. Exactly. We can only enter so many doors because you got people walking around in society that can go wherever they want. They don't even need a passport. They can go wherever the fuck they want, and there's not a door that they can't walk through. Right. They can walk through all the federal doors armed. There ain't nobody stopping them and checking them.
Nope.
The metal detectors, that's for you. Right. They're going through this door. Right. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not free.
No.
We're not free at all, man.
No.
You just can't walk through any door. You can't go any place.
Hey,
right? And while that man was locked up, it dawned on him what happened. The dude is just like Jacob and Esau, because the story of the Count of Monte Cristo is basically a Jacob and Esau story. Because this dude was his brother. This was his homie. All right?
It was a scene in that movie.
And he said and the one scene, I won't say no more because if you ain't seen it, you're going off. But I don't want to give away too much.
I ain't seen it.
If you haven't,
going off.
But when he's standing there talking to him, and he was about to send him home, and he asked him one last question, and he told him who he was supposed to give it to, and the police guy who was in charge, the letter was actually supposed to go to his father. Now they knew that Dantes couldn't even read. You condemned a man that couldn't even read, just like you trying to condemn boys, young men, who were speaking up in behalf of America against America's so-called enemies, and you took their faces and you demonized them so you have an excuse to go out and grab dreadheads by the hair and shoot them up and kill them so that angry Edomites could go and kill them, man.
Wicked.
That's what the fuck they did, man. And that's exactly what they did to Dantes. And when he said that, the evidence that got him there in the first place, he started to burn the letter. Just like they tried to. Right. And he finally figured out while talking to the priest and why they was locked up. All right? Because he's like, you got to go over again. And so it all came to him like, goddamn, these niggas set me up. My homie set me up. They all were in on it. All right? And just like the crafty council, they were all in on it.
Psalms 83.
Selah.
He was all
right, which is another name for Mount Seir. In case y'all didn't know, just learn that. All right.
So that's the thing you have to understand and realize for us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans who are the biblical Hebrew Israelites, we are in prison right now. We are in jail right now, and it's our Lord and Savior that's going to come and save us after everything is fulfilled according to what the time that was given to this present temporal evil world and our enemies that was going to rule over us. Right? But there were going to be a time where they go down, and you could see the signs of them going down, right? And how they were going to, come with great wrath so that they can, so they can get to their ultimate agenda, right? So I'm gonna hit this second Esdras chapter 15, verse 14 now. So it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
Could you pause for a second?
Yeah.
Because you said about our enemies coming down. It's this little short that I want to play. I've been sitting there holding it for a minute.
Kind of.
And basically, it's an old black and white thing, but it says Israel is losing support in America. And see, that's the thing. The Edomites, all right, and I have a whole breakdown on AI identifying that if there was any people on earth was Amalek today, that it would be this little hats.
Ooh.
So AI is really tearing them up. But see, but they're, and that's what AI said. Man, it said if it was any, it said it basically, who would they be? And so it broke it down. And it broke, so that Esau, Edom are the ruling class people, and Amalek is ruling them. And it said that Amalek will be the chief house of those ruling class people. And here in America, in their stronghold, the other Edom, they're losing. Their people is saying that Americans are losing support. So let's just
America has been Israel's closest ally for decades, but now support from the American public is declining, even among Republicans. Since the war in Gaza began, favorable views of Israel have plummeted. 43% of Americans now think that Israel is committing a genocide. The steepest change is among Democrats over the age of 50.
I'm sure it's more than 43, but
since 2022, their negative views of Israel have increased by 23 percentage points. But the more surprising shift is among Republicans. Some right-wing media personalities have started to openly criticize the alliance.
The contradiction is too obvious. It's not America first.
Recent polls suggest that people are beginning to change their minds. Since 2022, negative views of Israel among Republicans under the age of 50 have risen by 15 percentage points. The age effect is...
What that means is that they don't have a future, because all the people that are supporting them are old fucks. So like in Blade, when the young vampires killed all the old and the pure bloods. All right, okay. That's what's happening now. The young vampires get ready to do the same shit again, because that's all these little hats are. But here we go.
More pronounced amongst white evangelicals, a core group of Republican voters. Many evangelicals consider the existence of the Jewish state an essential step towards the reestablishment of God's reign on earth. But between 2018 and 2021, the share of evangelicals under the age of 30 who supported Israelis over Palestinians plummeted from 69% to 34%.
Thank you.
The most prominent Republican critic of Israel is Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Why is America having to give Israel $3.8 billion?
She believes that unconditional support for Israel contradicts the party's campaign promise to stay.
You'd be amazing, these people in high positions that are listening to us. I heard Jimmy Dore quoting some things that I say word for word.
Wow.
Word for word, man.
Elder Malcolm, you know what?
All right.
You know you always say the two parties the same on the same bird.
Yeah.
Two wings on the same
Yeah,
bird.
Jimmy Dore said that.
Why everybody keeps saying that? I've been hearing that a lot.
Because they're watching us, bro.
Yeah.
Of course.
Foreign conflicts and put America first.
I've turned radically and unapologetically for America.
Skepticism about aid to Israel on the right sometimes goes along with something darker. Polls suggest that Republicans with anti-Israel views are more prone to endorsing anti-Semitic stereotypes. Green herself has floated conspiracies about Jewish space lasers sparking wildfires. Meanwhile, in the White House, the alliance with Israel is holding strong. Since President Donald Trump took office in January, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has visited the White House 3 times.
So Milkowski and Trump are holding strong, but their base is divided and coming against each other, which leads us right to what Yacht was holding, man.
Crumbling.
These Edomites are getting ready to go at each other, man. And the water YAHAWASHI, because we've been saying this for many years now, and now it's on the table. It's literally here now, brothers.
That's it.
All right, go ahead, y'all.
That's a Facebook. That's a faith boost.
100%.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." Right? And just like the elder was saying, it's so many different race wars, class wars, this wars, that wars, all this is coming, man. Right? It said, or it's just about to heighten, right? It says, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another."
Yeah, so you're gonna have that sedition in the military. You're gonna have it within the police departments. You're gonna have it within the firehouses. You're gonna have it everywhere.
Yep.
All right. It might even break out in the hospitals. You know, damn nurses in there stabbing each other with damn scalpels and shit, man. This thing gonna go down, man.
Well, it said like
You had one sick dude get out his bed, limp over to the other dude's bed to fuck him up because he didn't like his views.
Right.
All right.
Yep. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes."
Right. So he said that invading one another. Then you're gonna have the Americans that have already cut off and shut down from society. The ones who are you're gonna have those preppers out there, right? And you got the 2 type of preppers. You got the preppers that's just trying to survive and take care of themselves and their family. And then you're gonna have the preppers who prep to go take the shit from the preppers who prepped.
Right.
Right. The prep of preppers.
Right.
The marauders.
You're gonna have the marauders.
Prep them bullets.
Because they didn't put 40 acres on Hulu now. All right, because Lord's will, I'll probably watch it tonight. All right, if you haven't seen 40 Acres, and it shows you too how and the worst groups of people out there was the Edomites.
Yep.
Right, because when she said, "I found your savages," yeah, you know, people that was eating people, and they wouldn't even wasting time to light a fire.
No,
they caught your ass and killed you and just start eating.
Like a bear, huh?
Right. So yeah, so so we're talking. So people. So what he's reading when they're kicking indoors, it's gonna be those type of people kicking indoors too. All right, who had no political alliances at all, or just don't give a fuck about that anymore. Then you're gonna have the insane people who've been waiting for this shit to go crazy just so they could be crazy.
Right.
I can finally be normal now. I can just kill any nigga for looking at me wrong.
Right.
I'm pipe up. Right. Exactly.
It's certain jakes. They brag about I can't wait to see crackers. I'm gonna just eat somebody.
What? Well, people like that, and then you gonna have them booty warrior type niggas out there too.
Yep.
Then we can do this the hard way. We can do this the easy way, man.
Animal
rapist. Right? You know, but for both men and women, and you women,
booty.
What was the name?
Literally,
booty.
What's that dude?
Fleece Johnson.
And
yes.
Fleece up? No, I'm talking about in the Purge movie.
Oh,
Skeletor.
Skeletor. Like, fuck, wait for some shit like that to happen, man.
Yep. So it reads on.
Let him finish and then bring it out, brother.
For 2 Edges 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. But because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity.
The elder just said that, man. It's gonna be men. It's gonna be afraid getting raped too.
Yep.
Hey, remember back in the day? What was that? Lot. Remember, Lot had the angels had to step in and save the two men.
Hey, wherefore I see every man with his hands on his loins.
Yeah.
You know, every man travailing as a woman with child, like it says in the book of Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, man. What's gonna make a strong man bow down in that day, man?
Bang.
Right. Brother, if you don't got the Lord with you, I don't give a fuck what you think. It say safety is prepared, right? The horse prepared for the day of battle, but the whole safety is the Lord, man.
Right. That's what it says. In your security, you shall be in straits. You know, because if your security ain't YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI,
you're done, man.
Right?
You got nothing.
Nothing. So it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right? These are the things that's coming that we're warning about, man. Whether you take heed or not, ain't on us. We just doing our job and telling you, and also spiritually prepping ourselves so in that day we could be led by the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, by Hashem Rakakwadash, right? And be, you know, hid under the wings of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI and taken care of, man. You know, because it says, my servants shall eat, right? My servants shall, you know, laugh and be merry, right? Because we understand that, hey, this is it, man. This is it for this devil, man. This is it for the wicked, man. And the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man.
Oh, it said in the book of Job, it said at famine and destruction, thou shalt laugh.
That's it, man.
What type of spirit you think the Lord will have with the men of the Lord when all this, here it is, this famine and destruction going on,
right?
And you laughing.
Yeah. Well, that means you didn't have no hope for this present temporary world. Our hope was in prophecy. Our hope was in the word of the Heavenly Father, man.
I see. Like,
go ahead.
Now I was just gonna say that, and that's absolutely true, man, because it says that you know, great is the expectation of the just. So like I'm butchering it, but yeah, you're finally seeing everything come to pass. Like how we every time we see something online where a brother puts a video in the orders room, and it's like it reassures us in Proverbs the fourth chapter. You know that is that shining light, man. It just keeps on clarifying exactly what we're saying.
Yeah, the path of the just shall shine brighter and brighter into that perfect day.
Right. The news itself now, they can't even deny it. The news itself is starting to push what we've been teaching about in the process of. Is there any more on that?
That was it. That was the point.
I've got, this is Matthew's.
I want to say this too, if I may. And sometimes y'all gotta double check the news articles too, bro. Because a lot of that shit, because Esau, not thinking of his advices, right? A lot of that shit, he gonna put out a lot of propaganda that's lies. So brothers gotta really kind of like double check, recheck, whatever. But look, even if you see something, right, you know the prophecy already.
That's what I'm saying.
Just teach the word. Look, I can forecast the weather without even seeing the weather. I can tell you it's gonna be a storm. You know why? Because the Lord's word gonna stand strong. I see certain things. Look, because Esau gonna do a lot of lies. He gonna try to accuse us. He gonna be like, see, these guys are lying. All that bullshit, we know how you coming, man. The AI with the bullshit, trying to change faces.
They're doing a remake of that too.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Let me see. Where am I at? Let me find it again. Okay, here we go. Like I said, because YAHAWASHI, when he was here, he was saying that he wasn't speaking his words, he was speaking his Father's words. Okay? So this is Matthew 10:34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but sword. For I come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against the mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be of his own household. So not only is it going to be just out here among these people in these different sects and this, that, and the other, you got motherfuckers in your own house trying to go against you.
Yeah.
Or going against you. Not trying, going against you because the word said that that's what's going to happen.
Well, some brothers are already experiencing that. We all, everybody that woke up to this, the first people you go to are your friends and family.
And they turn.
And and if you're fortunate, your family believe you and they roll with it. And if you're not, you was usually we're not. Then you might have a family that's cool, well, whatever, bro. But then you might have a family that's just be like just completely cut you off.
Yeah.
Or you're forced to cut them off.
That's the main thing.
So it is what it is, man. All right, but go ahead. Somebody was about to read the script. Oh, you did. But could somebody? What you got? Something?
Yeah,
bring it out.
Yeah, this is Mark 13:8. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. There shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows." Like the elder was saying, we're pretty much everything's pretty much set up. We're in the beginning of stages of what's about to happen, man. That's the reason why.
It was actually happening.
Yeah,
we're not even beginning stages. We're in the process now. We're in the early stages. It's just getting ready to elevate, escalate.
Yeah, we don't push the word. The word that needs to be pushed, starting with the apostles and elders out of New York and Connecticut, down through the brothers and whatnot of GMS and like-minded affiliates. The process of the absolute truth being pushed to the four corners has occurred, and this is why you see this turmoil now.
That Jacob trouble happening now, Pops.
Yeah.
Motherfucker getting rolled down on. I'm talking about motherfucker getting locked up. People who ain't even got nothing. They be like, I've been a citizen for a long time. They going to jail too.
Yeah, this shit really
happened.
It's cracking.
It's cracking.
Yeah, it's cracking. It's only going to get worse. Because somebody get 2 Ezra 11 about 39 or 40 where it says that's one of my favorite scriptures when he tells the eagle you're gonna be seen no more.
Like I said, while they getting that, I remember riding on the bus when I didn't have a car and was coming over here to the main house because I was living next door in the whole lick. And the old man was talking about that shit, talking about, man, I'd be glad when if they gone on and bring these people out and can let them round up these young niggas and this, that, and other, and blah, 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 blah. But guess what? I was sitting behind them on the bus, and I was like, they gonna roll your ass up too.
He saw a bitch ass nigga.
And now, when they made that run down there on 75th Street, it was a guy that was about a half a block away down on South Shore near the 73rd, 7400 block. He said he got rounded up and had to go sit 8 hours in a fucking scenario in the process. He was about almost a block away from the fucking building. He got rounded up.
Yeah, there it is.
It's so bullshit because Esau a year ago just let y'all in, right? He
To
let all
jump
y'all in. Now he hunting you. What is this? He playing a game.
It's like a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Right?
That's how
they bring you in, feed you, house you,
Damn.
and then all of a sudden they tell you run.
Yeah,
that was the case.
Right, while they loading up their weapons and shit, you should probably start running now.
Hey, what was that movie? What was that movie with Ice-T?
Ice-T and the Surviving the Game. And that was one recently with Hillary,
The Hunt.
with I think it was called The Hunt, with that blonde chick with the tickle bitties.
Yeah, The Hunt.
Yeah, that movie.
Oh,
that movie was crazy, man.
Yeah, the hunt was crazy, dude.
All right, but anybody got that 2 Ezra?
I got it right
They
here.
got it.
Oh. Yeah, this is 2 Ezra chapter
Go ahead, whoever got it, brother.
11 verse 40. It says,
Right, 39.
39. It says, Are not thou it that remainest of the four beasts whom I made to reign in my world?
Ooh, stop right there. Can somebody Google how many European nations have flown or the eagle is their symbol? Somebody get it? Because to my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure every one of them has bared the eagle. Is there, the German flag, the Russian flag, the Italian flag? They all bear Romanian. They've all the eagle. They all use the eagle. Every major Edomite nation.
Well, right now I know that I think Russia's got the bear.
Yeah, but they still had an eagle.
Yeah,
They still had an eagle in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a picture of that.
He got it right here.
Yeah.
Because I've done this before, so they make an AI, how they be removing info and shit like that. I asked the question that I already knew the answer to, but it was for edification's sake.
Yeah, it's got 12. It says at least 12 European nations use an eagle as a symbol or the national emblem of flag. Albania, Australia, Czech Republic, Germany, Liechtenstein, Moldova, Montenegro, Poland, Romania, Russia, and Serbia.
So Montenegro. See, I told you Russia too, and America. All right. The truth of the matter is that all of the Edomite nations have bared the eagle as their symbol, and I'm going to share with you why. All right. Now go ahead and read that, brother. Finish it.
Verse 39. Are not thou it that remainest of the four beasts whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them? And the fourth beast, it's like in the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth.
So we know that that's what's America is the end result of the rebirth of the Renaissance of the Roman Empire. All right, and in Obadiah it says something to the effect, though thou mount thyself up as the eagle.
Right.
Yep.
Check this out. And I did this is some more receipts that I gathered up in my battles and my back and forth coming up with these questions to ask AI. And so I asked about we got into it about the eagles trying to battle with me. I'm fighting with AI. And then it gave me this information, all right? Because I was going in about Mount Seir, which is how I know that, that Esau at a certain period of time referred to it as Selah. They actually referred to it as that according to their information. They call all right, which makes sense when you read the Psalms 83. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah. So basically, Esau is mentioned in there 3 times. All right. Yes, exactly. But check this out. Roman Empire. During the funeral of an emperor, a real eagle was released over the funeral pyre, and it was believed that the bird carried the emperor's soul to the heavens. Because this is why because in their temple, when you go to Mount Seir, in their temple, there are 4 eagles at the top.
Oh wow.
All right, and it says the idea of the 4 eagles carrying souls to the afterlife is not widely known or central tenet in the single tradition. See, I didn't know. It says, but the elements of it appear in different cultural beliefs, primarily related to the symbolism of the eagles and the number in mythology and religion. For example, the Roman tradition involved a single eagle carrying the emperor's soul to the heavens, while some Native American beliefs, then they try to throw you off.
Oh, okay.
Because this was about Mount Seir.
Right.
What the fuck did natives have to do with Mount Seir? This was the argument. Okay? So I'm going to leave that alone. All right, I'm going to go to the next one. Yes, eagles are carved, and because this was the question I asked, and this AI said, yes, eagles are carved on the structure in Petra, notably on AI, on the Al Kazim, or the treasury, Farcade, which was one of their temple. Where 4 eagles at the top symbolize souls being carried to the afterlife. Wow. So this proves that they know that Mount Seir was the home of the Edomites, and that the Romans were Mount Seir. Right. They were Selah. This was their home. Hence the reason why they always carried the eagle in the battle. If we die, the eagle carries our souls.
Right.
All right. These carvings are a part of the larger complex iconography that also include figures of Amazons and twins of Castor and Pollux. The eagle was a symbol of the Nabatean god. So they start talking about all this other shit. I'm like, no, we talking about Mount Seir. I kept trying to bring it back. They're trying to, you know how they do. But it was called the Al Kaznet, the treasury. 4 eagles are located on the upper part of the facade that represent the souls ascending into the afterlife. This is why Esau exhausts himself as the eagle. Could we get Obadiah? Just read through it. Whoever want to, yeah, brother, we're going to close it up after that. Because it's over for the eagle, man.
Thank you.
This is it.
Let's start off the top. So Obadiah
He just asked you can go. You getting smashed, nigga.
It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is said among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle.
See, because you Edomites have lived these last, basically since the Renaissance, hiding from your heritage. All right, calling yourself the Cajuns of Ka. All right, you became that, and then you became Europeans, and then in 1681 you became so-called white people. All right, you've been ducking and dodging, and now you found out. All right, how the things that Esau found out. He's about to read it. Go ahead.
The pride of thine heart had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Why? How you gonna bring me down to the ground when I live in the clefts of the rock? I exalt myself as an eagle, and the eagle gonna take my soul into the afterlife where you're stuck down there on the ground, peasant.
Hey.
That's their thought process. Read.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh.
Right, and they literally set their nest among the stars, man, with their satellites, and then they set themselves over Jacob. But go ahead.
I said, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Nah, Esau the fucking Grinch, man. We saw how he did in the cartoon. The nigga even went back and took the crumb from the mouse.
Right.
I was just thinking that part. He came in like,
right, it was a crumb.
Right. And that hand just reached back in. And he's like, all right, I got a crumb.
Right. Oh, nigga. You can't have nothing. Go ahead.
It says, if the grape gatherers came to thee.
Con, wasn't that what Fernand did in Count of Monte Cristo? He came back. He came back. The nigga was gone. He said, I can't bear to live in a world where you have everything. And
I remember that part. Yeah.
But go ahead, brother.
Nigga was rich.
That one was cold, man.
Go ahead, brother.
If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out?
Right. Well, the Lord prophesied through King David the internet scriptures. Right? The internet has done all the heavy lifting.
There you go.
Right? And the Lord put the spirit on the apostles and elders and the men of great millstone to speak his words and ask the right questions. Look how much evidence and how much history, how much more intelligent the community is because of the men of the great millstone. We got people in the world mimicking us. All right? It's using our terminology and our verbiage.
Our poses.
When matter of fact, and not only that, which is a good thing, they were supposed to, but the men of the great millstone and the Israelites set the trend of men wearing their beards again. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You know what?
Wasn't nobody wearing their beards like that, and this is also how we knew that the pro athletes and were watching us, because all of a sudden everybody started wearing their beards about 2 years after we were cussing everybody out. All of a sudden you saw the NBA, the baseball players, the NFL. All of a sudden everybody had a beard, right? The rappers, okay. Then next thing they did, they started wearing beads. All right,
stones,
then wearing the stones, man. Next thing you know, they started wrapping their heads, which they do wrong because they're trying to do it like Ishmael, and they conceive. I'm wearing a meat tree like now. Right. This is a Gadite meat tree, but my crown is open. So so you guys who out there, you want you add water Israelites, when you wrap your head,
you gotta have it open.
Leave the top open, okay? Don't wrap the whole thing. Leave the top open.
And guess what?
Okay.
Like I
Because Corey Hope, I was watching a video or clip. He was talking about the 2020 thing, right?
Yeah.
But the way he said it, he was like, "For those of y'all that took you did." I said, "Who was talking like that?"
Yeah, exactly.
We were saying that.
The jab.
Yeah.
Right. But he said he called it the
man.
We did.
Yeah, and that's
I said,
and
that's
not only
what
that,
we said,
and not only that, that's a GMS Chicago thing.
Oh, you're right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you did. So, but anyway, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just saying in that movie, Thor Ragnarok, the Hulk had on beads and shit. Oh, look,
Yeah.
this motherfucker had beads like
Yeah, he had on stones. Yeah.
Just finish it off. It says, how are his hidden things sought up?
Right. The internet scripture, man. All right, King David prophesied it, man. But
The
go ahead.
unicorn.
The unicorn, which is the internet, with that horn coming out of it, and it broadcasts into the circuit of the earth.
Yeah.
Circuit, not the flat earth, dumbasses. The circuit.
Thank
It's
you.
a circuit.
Thank you for
Right,
the
go ahead.
clarification for the
And guess what? He's been exposed. Cause
Right,
Ella Malcolm be on your ass, man.
Yeah,
That's it.
the
That's
Lord
it.
put
It's not.
the
He
Lord,
said
Lord
it
put the
last.
spirit on me. I can't. I try to do something different. The spirit pull me right back. It's like no, nigga, this you right here.
This your lane.
So I get right back in my lane.
Esau's being totally exposed, man.
Yeah.
You a fucking coward. You ain't gonna shit.
Because that battle between me that went on for over an hour, almost an hour and a half the other night. That battle was me going back and forth with them, and they were addressing me as Malcolm.
That's just crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. Because it was like they were talking about Malcolm and Great Millstone. That's literally what they were saying. Because I brought up some of my videos and information, and so that's how we were going back and forth. But go ahead, brother.
Verse 7, it says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
There it is.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee.
And so now the whole world, we just listened to the video, is because America is basically destroying itself, but its citizens, and making its citizens suffer, while it allows the Israelis to live comfortably. And that's what it kept saying, that, well, Malcolm and Great Millstone and Malcolm and his teachers and blah, 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 they're anti, and I'm like, well, how? Why is it that, when I disagree with you,
I get labeled this.
Right. I think when somebody's anti, if someone is actually able to pass and write policy that prevents you from doing it. If I was able to stop all the money and your funding from going to you, then maybe you can say that. But since I can't, how the hell can me bringing out history about you and catching you up in your lies, how does that make me an anti-semantics? That's you. All right? And then especially bringing out about all the history and evidence of the crimes and murders that you did against your own people, so that you can blame other people, so that you can go into their lands and the same thing you just tried to do, got caught doing with the Homeland Security. All right, because that footage, those images are on the Homeland Security, website. And then it was crazy, like yesterday when we were doing the live, when we tried to bring out the receipts, the first like 15, 20 minutes of that video is distorted. Right. So when we were trying to put bring it up to the camera to show how they falsified the images, show you the original video, it literally distorted the video.
So the guy,
and which made me mad, which made us go in harder.
Wow.
Right.
So you showing it, the guy that was
the video was normal. But as soon as we brought it up to the camera to show you that they had falsified it,
fucking earthquake.
It started shaking. It started, and it wouldn't stop. And it stayed that way for about 15, 20 minutes.
Wow.
All right. But go ahead, jump down to verse, to the part when it says that basically that they're gonna be stubble, and that Jacob and Israel gonna, that part.
Do all that stubble this, motherfucker. You still gonna fall.
Go ahead, man.
You gonna fall.
Pull it out.
This is we go down to verse 15. It says, "For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen.
Go ahead.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee."
And that's what they are so afraid of. Edomites really fear the retaliation. They really fear us giving them that righteous payback. That's what they fear. They've always feared that.
Absolutely. That's why
they've always feared that.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay.
That's why the females used to cross the street
and
all
most
that
Jake
shit.
won't even own that. Jake just wanted to be left alone and live in
That
peace.
is,
but it's the Lord's plan. All right, but go ahead.
Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunken upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually.
So you got to worry about the heathen, man, because the heathen are gonna. And when y'all go into y'all 1,000-year of chattel slavery, the most inhumane and the worst slavery, and our slavery was horrific, and to think that they're gonna get double what we got, minus the alphabet shit.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
They're gonna get double what we got, man. It's gonna be, man. They're gonna die, and they're gonna come back right in, be born. They got 1,000 years to die, come back, die, come back, die, come back, come right back into that condition.
It said they shall drink continually.
Continually.
That means it's always gonna be servitude for your bitch ass.
Until you're done.
Extinguished. But I'm be telling them on mine, hey, y'all in this condition cause of that motherfucker right there.
Oh, they gonna all know it.
Oh, you know it's this one.
Because every time you ain't looking, he getting the flops. You know, right? You gonna turn around and right, them heathens gonna be all off beat and off rhythm. Right, giving them the flops, man.
Bro.
You be like, hey, no, I need him to work, man.
Pizza,
bro, ham.
Right. P-town. Go ahead,
Oh
bro.
my goodness, you're hurting
It says,
myself.
yeah, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
So all your lies, it was all for naught. All that Rockefeller and Rothschild money to hide truth, change textbooks, omit history. It's all going to be for naught because it already is. Everybody knows now, man.
Top of the totem pole to the
All right.
fucking bottom in the dirt.
Okay, you're gonna go back down to being the basis of men, like you were in the 1500s, in the 14th century, on that tapestry, that German tapestry, when you damn caveman were trying to attack, trying to attack the council full of Israelites.
Booging and booging.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 17 it says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
So holiness, we're gonna be separate from y'all. All right, and then and we about to run y'all pockets, man. Y'all about to check that shit in. You about to get deboed. Right? He's gonna be like, Esau, like, I'm gonna hide mine.
What the scripture say? We shall spend his riches wisely.
He gonna spend Red's money.
Go ahead, bro. We're gonna show you how to flex.
Verse 18 it says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame.
Right, and Craig ain't gonna be there to talk about some stall him out, Jake. Go ahead, brother.
And the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it.
Yeah, yes. So the Bible has spoken there won't be any remaining of the house of Esau, which in your defense, the one thing that I can actually defend an Edomite on, the very one thing, and that's this one thing, understanding why you don't want to be Esau. When you read what happens to Esau at the end. Why they don't all your rape, your robbery, your theft, your manifest destiny, it was all for naught. And I can understand why you would live out your existence hiding from who you really are. When if you ask me, you should have rocked that shit. You know, you should have just been like, it's my time. Right? And now it's all for naught. You trying to pretend to be something you're not, and now it's even more shameful, embarrassing, because it's going to come to the point where B.B. Milkowski and all those people, all the tiny hats, are going to have to take the knee and be exposed. You're not the people. The world knows it. All right. And besides, the people of the Lord wouldn't be following the Kabbalah and the Talmud and all these other books. They'd only be following the Bible.
Right.
All right. Hey, so with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, all honor and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Abba Babal.
Abba Babal.
Turn those machines off.